Hey y'all, happy Friday, TGIF. Glad y'all made it. I want to thank everybody who sent in their wish list. It's very important. I still do not have them all. Even now, I still don't have them all. So I'm not sure what I need to do to help y'all get it done. Please let me know if you need assistance because I can't post until I have them all. Because if I do, then I need to assign new numbers. I can't have you with number 25 and all 25 people haven't. You know what I'm saying? Like if I don't have yours or if I don't have everybody's in and you're number 25 and only 19 people turn it in, that means you don't have a name to pull. So somebody may be pulling your name, but maybe they don't have yours, right? So please, y'all, let's get those done. But happy TGIF. I'm glad y'all are here. Please hit the like button for me as you come in. If you've already hit the like button, I thank you so much and I appreciate it. And if you haven't, it is not too late. Of course, you do know. Angie, text me or call me. I've been trying to grab calls all day. This phone has not stopped. So I do apologize for being a little later than we normally would be. Y'all know we're also simultaneously broadcasting on Twitch. If you have two browsers or two apps, please follow us on both or log in on both. Hold us down in Twitch land. For those of you who do it every day, I appreciate y'all so much. That means everything. Also, I cannot wait to hear what you all did yesterday for your random acts of kindness. And yes, I'm checking your homework. Okay? So before we get into that too heavy, let me greet everybody so we can start talking. Okay? I really appreciate y'all. All right. We got my sis Spiller up in here. Okay. We got Deandra. How are you? Helene Easley. Hey there. Angie is there. I know she's at the plantation, but also here with us, learning to love myself. Dana Cutler up in here, Miss Steelers Nation herself, the beautiful CC Miller. Hello. All right. U.S. Army Brad is in here, is she? I see you speaking to her, but I don't see her comment. Okay, maybe it went away. But if so, I hope she is here. I love her so much too. Sharon Foner, good to see you. Hey, sis. We got Egypt Nile. How are you? Our beautiful Archangel keeping the chat safe. Always a pleasure, always a blessing to have you here. We got Miss Sparkle. Hey there, Sasha Ellis. How are you? Good to see you. All right. I'm just glad y'all made it. I really am. Auntie Eva, good to see you. Leslie, hey there. Jesse X, how are you? All right. Jesse, did I get your wish list? I need to go look at the list because I wrote everybody down. Hey, Nacho Twins Mama, good to see you. All right, all right. Love my dogs too. Always a blessing. Always good to see you. All right. Did I catch everybody? No, I didn't. Steph Lauren, hey, how are you? Carol Gallagher, good to see you. How's our brother-in-law doing? Learning to love myself, holding us down in Twitch land. Absolutely. Hey, Lita, how you doing? Queen Mermaid also in Twitch land. Thank you so much. Debbie Parnell, good afternoon / good morning to you. Naturally rooted, always good to see you. Spiller, I have to give you a call. If I don't call you, text me and remind me, please. All right, you working and listening, good stuff. Carol, you got us over there in Twitch land. I appreciate it. Learning to love myself in Twitch land, and so is Glennis. All right. Hey, Rochelle, how you doing? All right, always a blessing to see you. All right, we got Miss Cheryl Cooper in the building. And Cheryl Brisky, how you doing? Always great to see you as well. We might not get to see you often, but I'm always glad to see you. Tina, the Queen of Cheesecakes, is in Twitch land. Love my dogs too, also in Twitch land. Okay, you sent it yesterday. Okay, I thought so. I wrote everybody's name down, but y'all know me, so that's what the notebooks are for. But I saw you and it crossed my mind. Show Me 0517 is in Twitch land. How are you? Hey there, Divinely Country. I don't know where Christian Key is. Maybe I need to message her. Hey, my Kia Cocoa Pop. How are you? Oh, you on both now. That's what's up. Hey, Vanessa. How you doing? Hey, Deandra. All right. Hey, New Year's Bay. Oh, shoot. Look, the family's all here. The family is all here. All right. I just messaged Christian Key to let her know we looking for her. Hey, Toffee Mocha. How are you? So good to see you. So listen, first of all, I enjoyed you all last night on front porch. That was a whole lot of fun. And I mean a whole lot. Okay, so Lita, listen. This is what we're gonna have to do. We may have to have a whole nother meeting because everybody's been assigned numbers. So we just start adding people and nobody has your number. Nobody's gonna be able to pull your number. So y'all give me about maybe half a day to figure out how to facilitate people who did not come to the family meeting. Give me a day to try to figure that out, please. And I'll work it out. Now, some people I just knew to add, I knew I could. Those of you who didn't come to the meeting and I didn't know I could add your name, then you hadn't been added. It means nobody has your number. So give me like a day, or like not even a day. Give me like a half a day to figure out how to facilitate it. That's why these family meetings are super important, but I know y'all are busy sometimes and you can't make it. But if you give me a half a day, I'll figure out how to make it work, okay? Because I don't want anybody to be left out that wants to be included. Hey, Miss Gigi. Oh, wow. That asthma ain't no joke. I'm so sorry you're going through that. Hey, Missy Rose. And let me tell you something. This girl right here, I don't know if y'all know, this child is just as pretty in real life. This ain't no filter. I'm just telling y'all, that ain't my business to tell, but I'm going to tell anyway. I'm telling. This child is just that pretty in real life. That is not a filter. Her skin is really that. Let me show you again. Her skin is really that pretty. She glows like that in real life. It is not a filter. Now, I don't know whether she bathes in moonbeams or what she does, but whatever it is, she's just that pretty in real life. I don't know what on earth she does. So it looks like all of you who missed the meeting, I need to have another meeting with y'all because there's too many people that missed the meeting and not, we on the back end and that's not organized. And y'all know I break out in hives when things are not organized. I just don't care for it. So we're going to have to figure it out. We're going to have to figure it out. Hey, Vita from Denver. I did eat. I did. I did good today. Yeah, I already added you because I knew I could add you. Other people who haven't called, haven't said anything, I don't know whether I can add you or not. So now they're here, after the fact, and I got to try to figure out how to put them in. That's why I say I'm going to need about a half a day to figure it out. I'm going to need about a half a day. Oh, no. Kelly Rowland could never. Kelly Rowland could never. Kelly Rowland is average at best, and I don't care who gets mad. Niecy Rose is gorgeous. That's what she is. Absolutely gorgeous. Girl, you welcome. Y'all know, I done told y'all 100 times, I am the president of the Pretty Black Girls fan club. I love to see beautiful black women. I can't, Alita, that's why I say give me about a half a day to figure out how to add in you guys. I wasn't able to just add you in. I got to figure out how to do it and make it organized. Because one person by one person by one person, and then next week, we'll have people saying, oh, add me in. I can promise you, everybody who's not added in by today will not be added in next week. That much I can promise you. Because it's not organized and it's messy. And y'all know I don't like unorganized or messy. Kelly Rowland can't hold a candlestick to her. Kelly Rowland can't stand close to that girl. She too pretty. Too pretty. Too pretty. So this is what I want to say. For the family members that missed the last family meeting, things can happen. And I get it. So what I'm going to try to do is have a quick meeting today, or at least a conference call. I can do a quick conference call directly after we get off of live. So I'm going to say this right now. If you were not at the last family meeting and you want to participate in what we're doing, I'm going to list the conference call number, and I will need you to call in immediately following this live. Immediately following this live. Okay, so I switched up because I knew the sound was going to mess up on me. But what I'm saying is, I'm going to post the number for the conference call on the community tab for members who missed the last family meeting. Because if I do not get you added today, I won't be doing it after the fact. I think that's the easiest way to get it done, because things do have to be done orderly. We can't be messy, because then it won't be fun. It'll just be a mess. And I don't like a mess. Y'all know how I am about that. We got to do things decently and in order at all times. At all times. Okay? So now moving on from there, because I don't want to hang on that too long. Let's move on to some more fun things. Okay? So next up, let's talk about our updates for today, so I can tell y'all what's going on and what's happening. Yeah, we can still do so. I don't really care. I lost a lot of my energy for it, just waiting on everybody to get their things. I've already made a batch of my own because I'm not real good at waiting. Okay. Wanted to be able to switch back out. So, our updates for today. Let's start with what's really going on with the people. Ain't too much, not too much heavy stuff going on. I will tell you that the that shooter up there in Michigan that went and shot and killed those folks, that young man, because we're not gonna say that kid. They went to posting pictures of him at 6 years old with praying hands and trying to act like he was some kind of angel, when clearly that thing is the devil incarnate. But in any event, they're saying that his parents have been charged with manslaughter. I think that's a very good thing. I think that was a good move. For once, the reality is they allowed this mess to happen. That is their child, that is their responsibility. And so they're going to go ahead and charge them, both of those parents, with manslaughter. And I'm real comfortable with that. Very comfortable with it. And I think they said there were four students lost their lives, and other people were injured. 15 years old, Ethan Crumbly. You can kind of tell. I don't know. I'm not gonna say what I'm thinking because it'll be ugly. But the parents are being charged, Jennifer and James, 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter, from the Oakland County prosecutor, and said the actions were far beyond negligence. Said the parents were the only individuals in the position to know the access to weapons. The gun seems to have been just freely available to that individual. They said it wasn't even, basically, it wasn't even locked up. Hey, Tam C. Well, hey, Mims. Yeah, they said that he was able to freely get the gun. It wasn't even locked up. They said Ethan, who's being charged as an adult, which is good. Which is good. If you grown enough to grab a gun and go kill somebody, um, you feeling messy today. Why are you feeling messy? That ain't no good. But if you're grown enough to grab a gun, go to a school, and then take lives, you need to be charged as an adult. They said he's facing 24 charges following the incident, including murder, attempted murder, and terrorism. Following the shooting, officials confirmed that Ethan's dad purchased the gun that was used in the shooting. So, yeah, the parents have been charged. They have been charged. Lel, what you say, baby? You don't even have to say it. Clear killers. Right. Clear killers. Thank you for saying it. Mm-hmm. Yep, they charging the parents and charging the boy as an adult, as they should. There's no way he should not be charged as an adult. Alita says the school contacted the parents several times in recent weeks to discuss disturbing behaviors of their son, and they ignored all communications. That's about right. And then they say, I'm just glad in this case the parents are being held accountable. They too all accountable too. They always let the parents get away. Right. Like that young man that went over there during the protests and killed those folks. I feel like his mother should have been charged. I honestly feel like his mother should have been charged. There's no way that she shouldn't have been charged. I can't imagine in what universe she was not culpable. Mm-hmm. I said a long time ago that stuff like that will not stop until the parents are held accountable. Precisely. Right. But in this case, Mims, it's more than just raising the devil. I mean, they're devils. So how can devils raise an angel? But the problem is they purchased the weapons. The weapons were readily accessible. They were not locked, and the child had free access to it. So that's why they're hitting them with the involuntary manslaughter. And if I can be so bold, I feel like they could have charged them with more than that, and I feel like they're going easy on them, even with the involuntary manslaughter, because it's going to be hard to even make that case. Seriously, like it's just crazy. You say you hope none of them see the light of day no more. I agree. Right. Mm-hmm. They're never held responsible for enabling these children, giving them the weapons, allowing them to have them in their homes and they don't see it. I know when I was growing up, you couldn't have had nothing in my mother's house that she didn't know about. But somehow, and my children, if you had something in my house, I knew about it. I checked rooms, I checked bags, I checked closets, I checked under carpets. So I don't understand how a child can have a weapon in your house at all, and you don't know anything about it. Miss Gigi said they bought this. I guess you're saying, they bought him the gun as a Christmas gift and knew he was having mental issues. Yes, lock her rump up. She knew he was unstable. Throw away the key. Not just she knew he was unstable. You bought a gun for your 15-year-old. Go to jail. Go directly to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Simple as that. So next up is, of course, your government. You know, I gotta always tell you about their shenanigans because they always up to them. So in this Build Back Better plan, they hid some things in there so that they could squirrel off a whole lot of money while pretending that they don't have money to help the American people that they put at a disadvantage by shutting down the world, causing a whole lot of small businesses to go out of business, and along with a whole lot of other um, financial problems that it caused, like literally all across the board. I don't think anybody was exempt. So, in light of all of the damage they caused, you would think that they would have some type of want to fix it, and they don't. But they hit a provision in this quote unquote build back better plan. I don't know who they building back better for other than rich, clear people. So dig this. They hid in there a provision that was lobbied for by the natural gas industry, billionaires. And so they hid something in there, a section called the Residential Efficiency and Electrification Rebates. Okay? Residential Efficiency and Electrification Rebates. So what is that? Because it just sounds like a word salad, right? So actually what that is a 6-year policy that makes $5.9 billion available to establish a rebate program. This is what they're calling the HOMES rebate. And HOMES is an acronym for Homeowner Managing Energy Savings. So just something they made up. So basically what this is that the natural gas industry wants to push people to use natural gas and to purchase natural gas HVAC and water heating systems that are Energy Star certified. So $5.9 billion is made available for people if they're willing to use natural gas, HVAC, or water heaters. Okay? Now, this is one of the reasons why they couldn't help the American people. They'll tell you we don't have the money, we don't have the budget, yada, yada, yada. They're supposed to be trying to move away from using natural gas because it is a finite resource and it is going to run out. And you already got to look at it produces CO2 at half the rate of coal. And right now they're saying that it's on the rise as one of the biggest problems for the environment as far as how much damage it actually causes. And according to creepy sleepy Joe Biden, they were supposed to be trying to get clean, go into clean sources of energy. Now they're removing rebates for using solar panels, but because the lobbyists from the natural gas industry spent more money and they greased more palms, this is what they did. Rather than help the people, they're making, hey, Grandma Rocks, they're making almost $6 billion available to push people into using, you guessed it, natural doggone gas. So I want y'all to be aware. This is the kind of thing that they're hiding in there. And I want you to know these bills, any bill that they're going to pass, you can get copies and you can read it. Hey, S. Collins, it's public knowledge. The problem is they don't bother. They're not worried about it being available for people to read because they know most people will not read. They will not take their time and dig through these bills that they're trying to get passed and see the kind of dirt that they're actually pushing. Okay? Now, another thing that I find interesting, have y'all been following what's been going on with China and this tennis player, Peng Shuai? Have y'all been following this story? Because this one I find to be interesting as well. Now, this young woman is claiming that she was sexually assaulted by a vice premier of the Chinese government. And, now that nobody can see her anywhere, it's just been emails being released. Nobody, Niecy Rose, you have? Okay. And you too, Sasha Lynn. So nobody has been able to hear from the girl, see the girl, anything like that. Now, the World Tennis Association, they backed out. They're like, look, if we can't get some confirmation that this girl is alive and safe, we ain't doing business with y'all. That's just simply what it is. We ain't got your time, right? So now the issue is, I looked at it and I said, okay, we are talking about China. This is how they do their thing. None of our business. The World Tennis Association, the WTA, I understand them saying, I'm going to go ahead and back out. Simple. It's very fishy, But Chinese government is fishy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm with you, Niecy Rose. Chinese government is extremely fishy in them hiding this girl and doing what they're doing. But this is par for the course because we are talking about China. Now, I'm going to tell you what I find interesting with this is it almost looks like the liberal clear people in the U.S. almost want to make a Me Too movement. They want to take Me Too to China. And I think they're becoming agitated, and eventually they're going to start screeching like monkeys, flinging feces and shaking the bars, because China is basically saying, no, this is how we do things, and it's none of your business. And they're not responding. And so now they're having a fit because the Olympic Committee and none of the sponsors are backing out. The Olympic Committee is saying nothing. The sponsors like Airbnb, Coca-Cola, different ones, they're not backing out at all. And you know the Winter Games are going to be in China in 2022. So they're having a fit like, what can we do? You know, what can we do? So then they start interviewing. There was an interview with one of the financial giants who invests in China and, you know, different places, but he's been investing in China, according to him, since 1984. And so they started pressing this guy, and they're like, hey, how come you won't just back out and say, you know, that you're not going to invest with them? And he basically let them know, you know, money talks. Money talks. So nobody's going to back out. People are still investing. But what I didn't understand was the guy that, you know, the investor, he made a point, and the liberal media person who was interviewing him had no rebuttal. And the point that he made was simple. We have human rights violations right here in the U.S. Should I stop investing here too? There were pure crickets. And I want people to understand something. Simple and plain. I get what they're saying, that China hides people, China does this, China does that. America still has human rights violations. America right now is violating civil rights, telling people they're going to take their jobs unless you let me experiment with your body with a jab. America is right now, telling people they can't raise their children the way they want to. America is right now owing Black American descendants of slaves millions, or not, I'm sorry, not billions, billions, maybe even into the trillions of dollars. So you got human rights violations right here. I'm trying to figure out why they're so interested in China, and then I'm gonna tie it in for you. So they're trying to find a way to focus their energy on China. They're trying to find a way to focus their, you know, vitriol on China. Remember what I told you about the rare earth situation. Always pay attention. So they're making this up like, okay, we need to have a problem with China. We need to control what China's doing. Oh, it's a human rights violation. Always pay attention to that dog whistle. That's the dog whistle that America uses every time that a place has something that they want and they want to use force to take it. They go in under the guise of human rights violations to try to attack people to steal. This time, I think it's not going to be very smart because of the fact these people really have the power to never sell you anything. And y'all still got a mine down there in Mexico to hope to find and get what you need, period. Okay? Ms. Gigi said USA is not going to sanction China. That's where we get all our cheap products from. Corporate America's bottom line is money. They are not going to back out and just turn the blind eye to this. But that's not even the biggest issue. The biggest issue is not the cheap goods. The biggest issue, Ms. Gigi, is the rare earth, and we covered that. The fact that they need that rare earth material in order to build their weapons. They absolutely need it. Not to mention the rare earth magnets that are used in Tesla cars, that are used in cell phones, in digital cameras, in your flat screen TVs, and a host of other items. This is bigger than cheap items. This is bigger than that. Because everybody knows America loves its weapons of war. They no longer mine for rare earth themselves because they didn't want to do it in a clean, neat, or safe fashion. Said it would cost too much. So they backed out and allowed China to supply 85% of the world's rare earth. And now they're having to buy what they need to build weapons from one of their enemies. Facts. And now that they've had to pull out of Afghanistan, and Afghanistan has another huge cache of rare earth, and now China is saying they're willing to work peacefully with Al Qaeda. That means that America is scrambling, trying to find a way to get their hands on some rare earth, and they do not want to wait for Monumental to mine south of the border to get some that they can get other than going to China. So now we're going to make this all about Peng Shui, the tennis star, and China is violating human rights. Meanwhile, y'all murdered a whole George Floyd on national television. Cut the crap, America. Your slip has been hanging for a very long time. But now it goes a little bit further. Honey, if you want to expose the origins of the Carnival 19, you better look at your government, because while it may have been created in a Wuhan lab, the documents are out that America funded it. Thank you. They're not quite as shady as your government. Facts. Once again, facts. Okay? Grandma Rock said they think everyone is as dumb as they are, and we're not. We are informed and we are on point. Informed and on point every single day. And I mean that. They're focusing their interest on China and sitting up talking about, their human rights. They need a ruse to make a problem with them. Let's think about it. If I owe you money and I kill you, do I have to pay you? Right. Look at the fact America's in debt to China. 1. 2, they need their rare earth or they're finished. They couldn't wrestle that away from Afghanistan, so they had to back out. And now China's going to lock that up too. China's already supplying 85%. They're going to pick up Afghanistan easy. They're going to pick it up easy. And you got to look at, with Afghanistan, with Al Qaeda in charge, do you think they're going to sell America any rare earth? Do you think they're going to allow America to come over there and mine for anything? No, they're not. This is a desperation play. My fear is that it's going to cost us, the regular people, because they're getting desperate and they're trying to do way too much. What you say, doing too much evil and painting themselves in a corner? That's exactly what they're doing. But let me tell you how dumb they are. Now, y'all remember that orange monkey with a wig by the name of Trump? Good old T-Rump. Arguably the most ignorant man to ever draw breath. Arguably. Okay? Now, with that being said, remember he established the Space Force. Didn't make no sense. When we first heard it, I know I laughed. Like, what the hell is he talking about, a Space Force? Like, who y'all gonna fight? Galactic bugs from Jupiter? Like, what the hell you mean Space Force? Y'all remember when T-Rump made the Space Force, or were y'all paying attention? I hope we were paying attention. I pray we were. Well, anyway, this Space Force is still in effect. It is still in effect. And the reason I know that it's still in effect is because now the Pentagon is releasing information to let us know that even after $45 billion was added to the defense budget, they're looking for more money, because the Space Force is claiming that Russia and China are attacking satellites daily, every single day. And they say the problem that they have is that, y'all remember that? But it wasn't even foolish, girl. They had a plot and a plan. Yes. It sounded crazy at the time because we didn't know what the hell they were up to. Well, get this. So they're saying China and Russia are attacking satellites. And the details are sparse. And they claiming that these magical attacks on satellites are coming every day. Yes, people were laughing about it. People were laughing about it. I mean, they was cackling. I was laughing because I'm like, is he crazy? Nah, he wasn't crazy. We just didn't have all the pieces to the puzzle. But they're claiming that the information is sparse because they're attacking satellites that they have never admitted were up there. So these are obviously satellites that they're using to spy on people. These are spy satellites. So they're claiming. And the attacks are happening every day. So they're claiming. Wasting money on bullcrap when so many people need help, all self-interest. But the interest is to get there. They need a reason to attack China and Russia. So it's like, okay, they're basically setting the scene, y'all, to let you know, hey, this is happening. We're giving you this information. So when you see us attack them, this is why we're attacking them. Now, we can't give you details on these attacks because these are supposedly top secret satellites that y'all don't know nothing about. We never admitted to their existence. But when you see us attack them, this is why. Just like the attacks in Afghanistan were not about oil or human rights or peacekeeping, it was about that rare earth. I'm telling you in advance, if they pull some crap like, oh, we need to have aggression against China, it is not about human rights. This is about that rare earth. I'm telling you what it is. They are full of it and ain't nothing new. I don't want y'all to ever get caught up and start believing the hype. These people are lying. As per normal. As per normal. So, there that is. I just want y'all to know what it is. Just want you to know what time it is. Because this is the play. Oh yeah, America is the ghetto. America is the ghetto. Calculated. Sounds like an okey doke. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. And I feel like what's regrettable is that our folks are not paying attention. And just like everything else in this country, I feel like it's going to hurt us disproportionately because a whole lot of black people are not in a position to do much other than live check to check. If things get bad, how are our people going to survive it? Especially when we don't even understand what's about to hit us. We don't even understand what's coming. Like, that's the whole point. We have no idea what's coming. Just so you know, I don't want to be the one to, be the bearer of bad news, but I just want people to, you know, pay attention. As I always say each time they went to space, we knew them payloads were satellites to spy on everything, and we not stupid. More than likely. More than likely. I know I ain't stupid. Not by a long shot. And in other silly news, Boosie, with his stink disrespectful tail, apparently took to Instagram to put to don paraphernalia from Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity. Really disgusting. Like, he already had this whole thing that turned into a big mess with the Kappas. He put on Kappa paraphernalia. Now he's putting on Alpha Phi Alpha paraphernalia. Um, this person is disgusting. Like, I do want him to get an education. I hope that he gets an education so he can stop being a pest and a thorn in everybody's side. Um, just enough with Boosie. Enough. Talking about telling people to put on an Alpha Phi Alpha jacket and come stroll. I'm just like, it's so disgusting. Um, it's just a bit much. And also in other silly news, you got Antonio Brown from the Tampa Bay Bucks, suspended for 3 games without pay because he went and got that's the one that they accused. I guess they're saying that he actually did do it. He went and got the fake Carnival 19 jab card. So basically, they investigated and they found out that he brought the card with him to training camp, and he decided to go ahead and get the jab instead after someone advised him he could get in trouble for having it. In addition, let me see. It looks like some other people on his squad got suspended as well. Um, Mike Edwards, John Franklin was also suspended. I don't think they're saying. I think that it's something had something to do with violating protocols concerning the Carnival 19, but I don't think they had a fake card. Now, what I'm not understanding is what I'm not understanding is how you gonna penalize him for having something that he never used. He decided to get the jab anyway because somebody told him he could get in trouble, but then you penalized him for having it. Like, it's very stupid. Yeah, he does need a hobby. Hey, Mama's Peanut. See, we got to find a ways getting the stuff though, because the Kappas are selling their stuff in a little white store called Paxson. But see, this is the thing. There's a lot of places where you can get paraphernalia. Like, that's not hard. And it's a lot of people that perp. Like, literally, I got a couple of friends that work perp alert pages. One of my good friends, he's Omega Sci-Fi, and they run a perp alert page. And they literally post people who wear paraphernalia and false claim. Like, all your business, like, they straight dox you on perp alert. So there's people who get paraphernalia every day. Every day. But this was the thing. He didn't even use it. That's my point. He didn't use it, so it doesn't matter. He went ahead. Obviously, he couldn't stand 10 toes down because he went ahead and got the jab. But the fact that he didn't use it, why y'all suspending him for 3 games? He never used it. Yeah, it's crazy, Veronica. It don't make no sense. Right. He wouldn't pay the chef, and so the chef snitched. But now here's the killer part. He got suspended for 3 games, but he still got his job. Ask me, do I think that if the chef is ever going to get paid? You're never going to get your money. You know what I'm saying? Like, you did all that and you never going to get paid. Most of the players, I don't think, care. Like, most people are logical. You got some people that whatever the media tell them, they just screech and act crazy, and they don't think, they don't read, they flip out, they go bananas. Most people who are rational and normal do not care because the evidence proves that whether you had it or not, you can still pass it. People who have it are still getting sick, and they're still contagious to other people. So if you can get the jab and you're still contagious and I can still catch it from you, why do I care if you come around me without it? I can catch it from you if you had the jab. I can catch it from you if you ain't had the jab. So how does it affect me? Like, most people are logical. I won't say most people, but a lot of people are logical and they really don't care. The chef snitched. The ex-chef. But this is the thing. He didn't. Somebody told him he could get in trouble, so he decided to go and actually get the jab done. That's what he decided to do. Go get the jab done. Right, baby. The chef is never getting paid. Ever getting paid. Like, you ran your mouth, you showed out, now you got nothing. Right. But this is the thing, because because the chef came out with it, Trying to be vindictive. Trying to be vindictive. He got a 3-game suspension and you got no money. You got no money. Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't like when people are not logical. Just because clear people tell you something on the television, please don't, like, I don't want to ever make anybody feel bad, but like, I'm not the person to come to with clear people talking points. You say it was probably bragging. He's a little dumb. Right. He might have been. Well, no, that's not what happened. No, he wasn't bragging. The chef knew about it. I covered this story, but I guess you were in class. The chef knew about it because his the girlfriend had went to him and was like, do you know anybody who make the fake cards? He said, yeah, or something to that effect. And he would try to find somebody. And she went to the chef and was like, well, he'll give you $500 if you can find him one. And so he ended up saying, I couldn't get him one. So I told him, no, I couldn't do it. And then he says that she went and got one from somebody else. How he knew she went and got one from somebody else, I don't know. But because he made the claim and he told him he was saying it because he owed him some money and he was mad. So at that point, you're never getting paid. They did an investigation. I guess whoever he first told about it that he had it, who told him, hey, just go get the thing done because you're going to get caught. You're going to be in a lot of trouble if they catch you with this fake one. Right? I guess they did an investigation, or the boy just came clean and said, yeah, I had it, but I never used it. So I guess because he had it at all, they gave him the 3-game suspension. But a 3-game suspension, and he still got a job, he's still making money. The chef is the one who really screwed himself. Like, ain't no chance in hell of you getting paid. Never. Yeah, ain't nobody else gonna hire him. Nobody else is gonna hire him. I wouldn't. He never gave him the card. That's what I'm telling you, baby girl. He didn't give him the card. That's not what happened. He ended up getting the jab. He got the carnival jab. Because somebody told him he could get in a lot of trouble if they find him with it. So he went ahead and got it. Right. Hey, Kimber. So, like I said, dude really played himself. He would have came out better to say, look, I know about it. I ain't going to say nothing. Can you just give me my money, man? He would have did better to say, give me part of my money, because now you're going to get none of your money. Not a dime of your money is coming. Also, hold on, what you say, Nisi? The chef shot himself in the foot, blew it off. Blew it off. So dig this. This one is not funny. They said in the Los Angeles chapter of Planned Parenthood, their personal data was exposed after a ransomware attack. About 400,000 patients have had their data exposed. 400,000. That's almost 500,000 people. That's what I'm saying. It's punitive, and I feel like it's only punitive because of the fact that the story went public, that the chef went public and told the story publicly. So I think they got to do something because the chef went and said something publicly. And he had text messages from the guy's girlfriend, and he saved them. You know how the NFL is. They got to make themselves look clean. And they always go along with whatever the government is doing, and they try to use the money to force these boys to go along with whatever they're doing. And I do mean boys, because the reality is LeBron James is all jabbed up. Like he got all his jabs, and he still got the carnival. I almost said the cocoa. He got the carnival. Still got it. That's why I say, like, it's a joke to me. Oh, did you get it? Oh, you got to get it. Like, look, man, if you want to get it, but leave other people alone. Stop trying to harass people with that, because we see too many people who went and got the jab and still got it and still passed it to people. Seriously. Hey, Lala. You finished your paper? That's my girl. You had your little party break last night and back to work. Hey, D. Marie. That ain't what I heard. 12 more likes, Egypt says. Okay. So, like I was saying, 400,000 Planned Parenthood patients got their data exposed after the ransomware attack, right? They say a hacker jacked several pieces of personal data from Planned Parenthood patients, including their insurance details, what procedures and prescriptions they had, as well as diagnosis. According to the breach notification the organization sent to the people whose info may have been exposed, as a result of this hacking. Okay, now this is messed up. They say law enforcement was notified about the incident, but unfortunately, we don't know the identity of the persons responsible, which is not uncommon in these situations. However, we have no indication this was a targeted attack. I believe it was targeted. Oh yeah, especially with the attack on Roe v. Wade right now. I think that was targeted. Like there's no way I'm gonna believe that it wasn't targeted with Roe v. Wade under attack. Grandma Rock says I was forced to get the jab. That's why I love it when you bring these facts, right? Because see, at the end of the day, the companies who made these medicines are I don't know what to call them. I mean, you know we censor so hard, ain't so much we could really say, but you know these experimental substances, because that's what they are, experimental. They can't even be sued. Like even if it takes your life, you can't be sued. So it's so scary. Yeah. So how do we know how do we know any of the rest of them valid? I heard about other false positives. I don't know. I don't trust none of it. But what about Colin Powell? We gonna say that one was a false positive too? I'm gonna wait right here. Yes, definitely. That was targeted. That was definitely targeted. Now the thing is like what's gonna happen at what point? Like what are they gonna end up doing to possibly harass or intimidate those women who use Planned Parenthood? You could say experimental concoctions is what I say. Right. That's what I don't know, D. Marie, but I feel like they're definitely planning to do something with that info. I believe that. The fact that they're saying they use ransomware, what's to stop them from asking for ransom to not release their procedures, their diagnoses, their medications online or make it public? Like, what would stop them from demanding ransom from those ladies? Straight up. You say it's like Dracula running the blood banks, clear folks running America. Hey, but that's who's been running it, right? That's who's been running it. Just so you know, I just want to make sure people understand. And then a little bit more on Jesse Smollett's case, because this is getting funny about a day. Child, they say the star witness for the prosecution is Jesse Smollett's ex-lover child. Oh, yeah. And they said it was a brutal cross-examination from his defense lawyer. The witness claimed that they were dating and they had done some things together at a bathhouse. I didn't even know they had no bathhouses in America. I thought bathhouses were overseas. I didn't know that they was in America too. Okay? And they said that he said that the attack was fueled by a desire to be the actor's security guard. What? Okay, so y'all help me make sense out of this. They was dating, did some things at a bathhouse, and the attack was fueled by a desire to be the actor's security guard. So he wanted to be the security guard. Okay. Oh wow. I'm done. Abimbola Osundaro. Okay, so sounds like a Yoruba guy, 28 years old, testified on the stand at a Chicago criminal court and was questioned for 2 hours by the actor's defense attorney, Shay Allen, on day 4 of the trial. Child, they say that the lawyer did his best to show to everybody that he was a liar, a drug addict, an opportunist who used his relationship with Jesse to further his career. He was also accused of telling the Star that he would make everything go away and not testify if he and his brother Olabenjo were paid $1 million each. So he tried to okay, and I believe him. They said, so what they saying is him that Abimbola and Olabenjo asked Jesse, you give us $1 million each, and Abimbola will not testify. That's some bull. Say that they told him if he gave you and your brother $1 million, y'all will go away, won't testify. Mr. Osundaro said no, he didn't say that. I believe you said it. At the beginning of Allen's cross-examination of the witness, she claimed that Smollett and Osundaro had a sexual relationship, but suddenly asking when he and the actor started dating. Okay? The man said we was never dating. Across and then he was dating. They said they were never dating. Okay. And then told the jurors that they had gone to Steamworks Bathhouse together in Chicago's Boys Town neighborhood, a predominantly gay community. On Thursday, Allen asked if gay pornography was played on, can I say that word? Gay dirty movies was played on the TV in the spa. He said, I don't recall. And so she say, so you don't remember seeing that with him? He said no. So this guy is clearly lying, but I feel like they telling the truth on him. And we know what we do know is that Jesse did exactly what they say he did. We know that. We also, what I believe I know, and I don't know it's true. I believe Jesse's telling the truth, that the guy told him, if you give me $1 million and give him $1 million, we'll go away. He didn't give up the money, so they're testifying, but he trying not to tell everything that he did with Jesse in the dirty bathhouse with the dirty movies playing. Toffee Mocha, what you say? They had bathhouses in San Francisco years ago. AIDS shut them down. See, I didn't know about no bathhouses. That let y'all know I am out of touch. D. Marie say, do he have $1 million? Now, that's what I was wondering. Who told them Jesse Smollett got $1 million? And they want $1 million apiece. Jesse did not put this plan together well, whatever the fallout he deserved. Yes. The bath, I'm like, Lord help. Well, in Chicago and Boys Town, apparently there is still bathhouses where they play dirty movies. Okay, that's what they talking about in the trial. Say this is an episode or something, honey. This is the life of Jesse Smollett in that courtroom. Mm-hmm. Lala said allegedly Jesse uses substances. If he does this would make so much more sense because I'm confused. FBI don't want you to pay the ransom, but they got you by the balls. Oh my. What you gonna do? Pay and get half or your files a mess? All I can say with that ransomware stuff, that can be very dangerous and damaging to women. You know, your health and stuff like that should be your own business. You say no telling what you find in Boys Town. I don't want to know what you're going to find in Boys Town. I'm not going to Boys Town. I ain't going. Oh, he's making the Smollett name filthy. Smutty. Vita, we talked about that yesterday, baby. Y'all been hacked 3 times since it happened at work. Oh, that's terrible. Absolutely terrible. But yeah, child, that was a bit much. And can we, before we go, can we talk about this versus yesterday? I watched back in slow motion the so-called fight on the stage. How many drugs is Busy Bone on? And can somebody explain to me what they are? This man walked out there making noise, telling people about they gonna respect him, and when he got disrespected to his face, I can't say Negro because that's not a Negro. He is clear adjacent. Okay? This clear adjacent male with braids threw a bottle and then ran. Threw it and ran. Say, bro, when did they play this versus? They had been playing it, baby, but your mama was confused because I felt like that was a mismatch. You should have put 3-6 up against Lil Jon and the East Side Boys or something. It would have been a good night. Everybody would have had fun. Every time 3-6 performed, I got energized. Bone performed, it just drained your energy. It was absolutely terrible. And before they got there, I find out that Busy Bone, the clear adjacent sicko, was sitting there like, I'm coming up there, I'm gonna make them renounce Satan. And it's like, y'all was always in graveyards playing with Ouija boards and weird crap. Now you talking about you want people to renounce Satan. Who the hell are you? And then what I don't understand as well, you threw a bottle and ran. How do you throw a bottle and run? It's like he saw them guys coming to get a piece of his behind and just took off. You said you watched it today. What kind of fight was that? Throwing tantrums and with the water bottle. Right. And he ran and literally pushed one of his bandmates forward in front of him. Yes, he ducked all the way back. It was insane. Yeah. They've been making mismatches. But who said they're demonic? Based on what? I'm confused. Are they any more than anybody else? This is where I'm confused. Well, only slightly confused. Because I'm trying to figure out how somebody who plays with Ouija boards, like literally inviting in devils, is telling somebody to renounce. Like, child, please. I want him to get in the mirror and renounce himself. Do that. Say you missed the verses. I can't say I'm sad about it, but I love 3-6. I know I like 3-6 Mafia. I don't have a problem with them. You say after Shaka and Stephanie, I've been worried about the verses. Yeah, Shaka scared us. I didn't know whether she was having a health issue or whether she was really drinking because everybody was calling that lady drunk. And something about that didn't make me comfortable because I really don't know whether she was drunk or whether she was in trouble. Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, cut it out. And let's be very clear. If you're not saved, you are satanic. Good night. I said it. Throw rocks, I'll duck. People kill me like, trying to make stuff spooky when it ain't spooky. Like, let's just be real. You either on God's side or you're not. Like, let's just tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Yeah, I mean, I get all of that. I get all that by he got kidnapped and this and that. You're a full grown man now, sir. I mean, they all right or whatever, but they really just all right. I mean, yeah, I know she got a drinking problem, baby, but I don't know if what we saw that night was a drinking problem. Like, that could have been a lot of things. It didn't have to be drinking just because, you know what I'm saying? Or she could have damaged herself drinking. We don't know what we were looking at. So that's why I say, like, she looked like she was tipsy. Well, not tipsy. Hell, she looked like she was toe down. But I don't know what that was. That's the only reason. And you know your mama. I ain't got to tell you. You know how your mama is. I'm real careful with my mouth and stuff like that. I don't want to just call it that when I don't really know. You know what I mean? It just seemed something about it didn't seem right. Something about it didn't seem right. That didn't seem like just drunk to me. And I can't say you could usually tell, yeah, but I don't know. Something about it just seemed wrong. I don't know. I hope she's okay. I really do. I love Shaka Khan. Right. They're running out of matchups. They should just stop because after a while, they're going to have a sweet potato pie versus. And I'm going to get in it. Or if they get it, if they have a collard green versus, I'm in that one. And can't nobody see me on that pot. Nobody. Now, they do a collard green versus, y'all let me know where I can sign up. But Lala, you right. They're running out of matchups. Parents of that school banger in Michigan are on the run. Small wonder. I hope they catch them and drag them back by their short hairs. So they should have been charging the parents. They did. They charged the parents. They've been charged with involuntary manslaughter. D. Marie, you'll watch the collard green verses. Listen, y'all, all us, we need to write the verses, people. We need to write them and tell them that we need a collard green verses, and I want to be in it. Personally, I want to be in it. We can do it like Iron Chef. Any of y'all used to watch Iron Chef on the Food Network? I want a collard green versus, and I want to be in it. We can plate it up. You feed 3 people, and 10 people. You feed them with yours, I feed them with mine, and we'll see who walk away. Or we could just do a whole soul food versus, and I'll bring all my best dishes. You bring your best dishes. I bet you I make some people go melt their pots and melt them down and make jewelry out of them. You'll never cook again. Well, I hope this one deterred if they can catch them. The parents is on the run, baby. They charge them and them things on the run. Yeah, I don't know. So I mean, y'all can say it. I ain't gonna stop you from saying it. I'm just saying I'm not finna say it. Melissa say I'd be a taste tester. I love greens. That's right. That's what we need. We need a soul food versus. I feel like I can hold my own. I don't believe nobody can hang with me. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. You said that versus will be lit. Oh, it'll be lit. It'll be out of control lit. I'm telling you. Why they ain't asked me what to do? I'd have told them. You say you would love that versus you want to judge. Now y'all want to know what's funny? That little girl that's in here. Mommy's Peanut. Where the Peanut at? Y'all see my Peanut? She can cook almost just like her mama. She almost there. She's a bad one. Mm-hmm. I'm training her, honey. She ain't no joke on the pot. See, I'm with you. I think it's more to that than drinking. I seen other concerts where she's supposed to be drunk. I don't think it's just drinking. Yeah, I don't think so. You know, when people start talking about the drinking problems, you got to understand. We call them problems because after a while it starts to damage other systems in your body. So I don't know whether she's made other damage, whether something like that has actually happened to her. So that's why I want to be careful with my mouth. You say that sounds like a delicious versus. Okay. Hey, Delicia. Yes, y'all, please like this video. You're going to be standing by your TV with a plate and a fork. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's my oldest, and that is mama's pride and joy. She say, hype me up, girl. That's right. She is not just pretty. Mama taught her how to cook, and she can sew a little bit. She doesn't sew like me, but she can sew a little bit. She know how to make a little candy. Mm-hmm. She can sing a little pretty. Mm-hmm. That's right. Look at here. She can pray real good. Oh, yes. I taught her how to pray real good. She real mean on a prayer. I done trained my girl. I sure have. And I ain't just bragging. I hope all the mothers can brag on the work they've done on their girls. But listen, let me get up out of here. I'm going to try to come back a little bit later today. I've enjoyed you guys, as always, as usual. Okay? Y'all, can I have like 30 minutes before I put the conference call number up for those of you who missed the last family meeting? Hey, Gaby. Can I have 30 minutes and I will put that up? Okay? Okay. All right, guys. I'm going to get up out of here 30 minutes and I'm going to put the conference call number up. If you once you get the alert from the community tab, please be checking it in 30 minutes. If you know you missed the family meeting, nope, it's on a conference call. All you got to do is dial the number and you will be talking with all of us. 30 minutes, guys. 30 minutes. That is it's 21 after. So at 51 after, go to the community tab, grab the number and call in, okay? If you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button on the way out. I truly appreciate it if you would. And I will be talking with some of you in 30 minutes, okay? Bye, y'all.